The Redruth Gaol, later the Redruth Reformatory, is a historic former prison in Borough, South Australia. It was the first prison in South Australia to be built outside of the state capital Adelaide. The gaol was built in 1856. It was reported in 1866 that it contained no prisoners, despite being an active prison. In 1871, it was gazetted as the place of confinement for persons arrested on warrants from the local courts of Redruth, Clare, Riverton and Auburn, with Georgetown added in 1874. In 1876, it had problems with overcrowding. With 22 prisoners in total, with only 8 cells, it was reported in 1879, at the time of the construction of the old Gladstone jail, that Redruth was too small and in poor state of repair. By 1894, Redruth Gaol had again received little use for some time and was costing £370 per annum. Despite holding only 3 prisoners, as such, the decision was made to close the prison in that year. Prisoners north of Borough were sent to Gladstone, while prisoners south of Borough were sent to Adelaide. In 1897, it was reported as a girls' reformatory. The reformatory was closed in 1922 when acting Premier John George Bice declared that it was entirely inadequate for its purpose. The residents were moved to a Salvation Army home in Adelaide, suburb of Enfield. The reformatory had seen a number of problems prior to its closure, with the matron reprimanded in 1920 following complaints about its management, and an inmate riot in February 1921. By July 1921, it only held 13 inmates. In 1979, the prison was used to film a movie called Breaker Morant. The building was restored in the late 1980s with the National Trust of Australia and the Commonwealth Bank of Australia funding the renovations as an Australian bicentenary project. So guys, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to do a investigation here, because we were told there was ghosts here in the prison. One of the ghosts that haunts this prison is said to walk around and he closes doors abruptly, so he slams doors shut. So I'm going to make an attempt to try and communicate him tonight, and maybe some of the girls that resided here as well, because they were former prisoners, because it was also a girls' reformatory. So I'm going to try and see if I can communicate to one of the girls that resided here. Anyway, I'm going to let you watch the footage, and then I'll do the ghost investigation. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm now here inside of the jail, and I told you before that I was going to do a investigation in here. In the moment, there's a fucking bat flying around there. How the fuck did that get in here? In the moment, it's very eerie. The time is roughly 11:46 p.m. and I've got Heather here with me, and we're going to try and communicate. Now, we've been told that there is a spirit of a girl here, and I'm not sure, but I don't know if it could be this girl that's in this prison cell here. But this is what it would have been like in those days, this prison cell here. So whether she's the girl that haunts this jail, I'm not sure. But we're going to try. I'm going to use necrophonic, because I think that's a really, really good app for communicating to the other side. Anyway, we'll start this investigation. Okay, I'm going to start now. I'm going to push the start button and see if we can communicate with the other side. Wow, I've got tipping tonight. Okay. Hello, how are you? There you go. Oh, good. What's your name? Amir. Yes. Hello, Amir. Welcome. Welcome. Does anyone want to communicate with us tonight? Is there any former inmates here that want to communicate? Is there any former wardens here that want to communicate with us? The dummy of this girl in this cell here, are you here with us tonight? Hello, Eve. Okay, does anyone want to say my name? So, what about Heather?
My name's Heather and I am not here to harm you. I actually just want to communicate you and ask if there's anything you'd like to tell us.
I'm listening. I heard listen. Were you in this prison? Is there any former inmates that want to communicate? There's not. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate? Did anyone serve us a sentence in this prison? Do you want us to be here? Yes?
Yes, you do.
Go ahead. Thank you. And now, the girl that was here, this used to be a reformatory and then it was a prison and then a residence. So the girl that was here who crossed over to the other side, did you want to come forward and just maybe touch one of these little ball things? So I don't know if you can see that, but if you touch that or touch any of these, they do go off, so we know you're here. Or I've got a bear over there. Did you want us to sing a song? Can I have the EMF from there for a sec? I'm gonna leave. Oh, that was the knock from the EMF meter. Okay, if you feel safe, just touch one of these little ball things here. They're not going to hurt you. They're just plain balls. Burrow? Yes. Hello?
Help? What do you need help with?
Do you need help? We can help you if you like.
How can do you need help?
I had escape. I had escape. Did you escape from this prison?
Or do you need help escaping from this prison?
Is there anyone trapped in this? Is there anyone still trapped in this prison? Is there anyone still trapped in this prison?
The EMF meter going off.
Wow, that's going off.
Okay, can you give us What's the girl's reformatory?
It's starting to get really cold. I'm starting to feel chills just on the back here.
Is there anyone from the Kapunda Reformatory that's still here? Because some of you were transferred here. Do you know the pastor or the priest at the Reformatory? Is there anyone here from the Kapunda Reformatory?
I heard this site. Were you here on this site?
Bitch? Did I hear bitch?
I think so.
Is somebody a bitch? Is there a bitch here?
Oh, look at the EMF meter just went off then.
Are you a bitch? You are? You're a bitch, are you? What's your name?
Hell.
Hell? Are you in hell?
My name. Make this go off.
Was this...
Make this go off, please.
Was this prison hell?
No, yes, no. What's my name, please?
They don't know your name. His name's Werner.
Can you say my name?
Did I hear God?
Yes, I heard that, God. Have you met God? I heard Werner twice. Again. Thank you. Now, what was your name? Don't? Why not? Say my name again, please. God. Hello, God. Are you God? Are you with God? Oh, look, the ball's going off. Are you standing in front of us? Make that ball go off again. God?
Whoever made that ball go off, could you do it again for me, please? Or make any of the other balls go off?
Can you make this meter go off, please?
If you move towards the meter, you can give us a sign that you're here. Or if we touch one of the balls.
Do you... I have winner again. One. Can you say Heather? I can do that. Can you say Heather, please? The EMF meter's going off again.
Is it? Is it going to the red? Can you make the EMF go to the red?
Yes, it just did.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Can you do it again, please? Yep, it just went up to the orange. Can you do that again, please?
Try and get it to the red for me, please. The warden? Did somebody say the warden? What about the warden? Was he nice to you? Or was he mean?
Was the warden good to you or was he mean? Can you make one of these balls go off again?
Can you give us, if you don't want to make the balls go off, can you give us another sign you're here, like bang on a door or touch my shoulder? You have permission to touch my shoulder.
I heard someone say, what am I doing? God again. God. Hello, God. Heather.
Yay.
Wow. Hello.
Thank you. Hello. Does somebody have a crush on me?
Sure. Alright, I'm going to stop this and so if there's anyone that wants to say a quick goodbye to us, and this EMF meter is off, it's ticked, it's going right up to red. What was that? So I wonder if alright, so I'm going to go now. So if there is any spirits that have been here, we don't cause you any harm. So, and we don't want you to follow us home, if that's alright, because I've had spirits follow me home in the past. Actually, I'll just tell you a quick story. I'll just stop this. Alright, goodbye. Thank you. I'll just tell you a quick story. It was about 3 years ago, me and Heather and some friends of ours, we went up to an old abandoned house right out in the countryside. And we were taking photos, and the next day, my friend, when he went through the photos that he took that night, there was a perfect picture of a girl with black hair looking out the window. It was probably the best photo I'd ever seen, which proves that there is proof that there is things on the other side that we can't explain. I mean, I never used to be a believer, I was always a skeptic, but when my mum passed away, that changed because my mum was into, my mum can always release these spirits and things. So maybe when my mum passed away, I inherited her gift of being able to sense the spirit world. Anyway, just cutting to the chase, that photo that we took of that abandoned farmhouse out in the country, that week I was in my music room and I was sitting down just playing on my keyboards, and I honestly thought Heather was standing behind me, but she wasn't. But there was literally, I could feel a presence standing behind me. So as I turned around, there was this tall, I couldn't actually see anything, but I knew there was a tall figure, and the energy was so strong of this huge energy form standing behind me. And I literally froze as I was looking at nothing, because there was nothing, I couldn't see anything. I seen straight past this thing, but as I got up out of my seat, I went to move forwards. And do you know when when it's a really hot day, you can see heat. Heat creates a vapor that we can see. It sort of felt like that. I could feel this vapor that I could see. Anyway, so I went into the room, the bedroom, and Heather was actually in bed. So I woke Heather up and I said, Heather, I just had this really weird experience in the keyboard room. And then as Heather was waking up, our light in our room, no joke, it just started flickering on and off, like someone was like draining the electricity from the light bulb. It was just going like this. So you can imagine that's how it was flickering. And at that stage, I started getting really sort of anxious, and I knew that we had some sort of presence that was standing in our room that night. So, and all of a sudden, both me and Heather experienced, just for a couple of seconds, we just felt like something had gone through us, just to it was just like an experience where, thank you, I'm just passing through. That's what it felt like. So the spirit form had sort of gone through us, and I reckon it used all our energy to try and manipulate the lights when they started flickering on and off. So what I believe is that spirit used our energy to do that. And then for that whole week, I was going to work and I just had no energy. I felt literally drained of all my energy. So I thought, I had a feeling that we picked up a bad energy, bad spirit. So I thought, you know what, we're going to go back there. So we went back there a week and a bit later, and we took it back there again. And I actually said that, can you please come with us? You're not welcome here. This is our home, not yours. We're going to take you home. So it must have followed us home again. So, and yeah, that was just like as quick as it came, it left really quickly. So yeah, that's my story of a bad presence that we had. Anyway, guys, I'm going to turn this off because we're going to go home and we're going to go to bed because it's probably past 12:30 now, and I'm starting to get a little bit creeped out. Never mind, guys. Alright, so if you like this video, please like and please subscribe to Werner's Adventures, and you've also got Heather, so come Heather with Heather, and I've got my friend here, so Mark's Adventures with Friends, if you want to subscribe to his as well. And these are our adventures that we love doing and we love showing you guys. And we're going to keep doing them for you. So thank you.